So the hardest thing for me was trying to figure out what type of content I wanted to post. So what I decided to do was come up with a get to know me for YouTubers. Anybody can use this. If you do gaming content, vlogs, give advice, if you do sit downs, whatever type of content you do, you can utilize this format. Hey y'all, my name is Sasha and welcome to my YouTube channel. On my channel, I help women embrace themselves while becoming their best self. Today, I'm gonna be doing something a little different, and this content is for everybody. So the hardest thing for me when I first got on YouTube was trying to figure out what type of content I wanted to post. And to be honest, I'm still figuring it out and it's still ever evolving. But one thing I will say about me is that I value my privacy. I value, my personal life, my personal space. I want to share things with y'all, but I know that everything is not for the world to see. With that being said, I also knew that I needed to find a way to connect, to let you all know about myself. So what I decided to do was come up with a get to know me for YouTubers. Anybody can use this. If you do gaming content, do vlogs, give advice, if you do sit downs, whatever type of content you do, you can utilize this format. So some of the questions are like really simple, really straightforward. Others are a little more in depth and it will allow you to elaborate. So as we get started, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, I think you're gonna wanna do that because I have more videos like this coming up, really good questions. I don't care if you use these questions there for anybody. And no, other YouTubers do not have to tag you in order for you to do the YouTube get to know me tag. Just pretend like somebody did. I won't tell anybody. But if you wanna throw me a little credit, I'm fine with that, Send a little traffic my way. But let's go ahead and get started with our first question. So the first question is, what is your name or what do you like to be called? The name that my parents gave me is Asacia. For some reason, that is really hard for people to say. So I just go by Sasha. It could be because of how it's spelled. Am I gonna tell y'all how it's spelled? Absolutely not, because it's not any of y'all's business. But my name is Sasha. Another thing, I know my channel is xo.sage. If you ever see me out, please do not call me Sage. You know how like some nicknames are only reserved for certain people in your life? That's reserved for my people. Now, if you ever become my people, you can call me Sage, but Sasha is sufficient. Next question, where are you from and where do you live now? I originally hail from the great state of South Carolina. I'm originally from Greenville, South Carolina. It's like a mid-sized city between Charlotte and Atlanta. It's like an hour and 45 minutes from Charlotte, 2.5 hours from Atlanta. And it's a growing city, it's cute, but I knew I needed to move away because, child, when I tell you, like, I have a huge family. I am related to everybody. Where else have I lived? I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for a number of years. I went to school in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And present day, I reside in Dallas, Texas. Absolutely love it here. Only gripe that I have this year, so this is my second year in Dallas, and it's January 2026, and we have yet to see winter. It got down to like a high of 40 and a low of like the 20s one day, like for 2 days. And I was kind of happy. It was cold, but I finally got a chance to wear my fur coat. Man, after that, it's been 70s, 60s ever since. Christmas, it was 75 degrees. And I know y'all thinking, but you live in Texas. I know I live in Texas. I know what I signed up for, but last year we got winter. We even had some 20-degree days. I just want to be able to wear some of my winter stuff. Like this right here, what I have on right now, I'm wearing this for y'all. If I wore this outside, I would burn up. It's that hot. Next question. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is baby blue. I don't know why I like baby blue. I think it is so cute. And has that always been my favorite color? No, but like 3 or 4 years ago, I was like, I really like the color of baby blue. Like, it looks good on me. I used to have a baby blue car. Oh my gosh. So my first car, technically the color was sage. Like some people would say like, oh, it's green, oh, it's blue. It was blue to me. It was like a sky blue. And I had the car before this one, before it got wrecked. I had a baby blue car. But at the time, baby blue was not my favorite color, but I love baby blue now. Next question, how tall are you? How tall do y'all think I am? How tall do I look? I know I'm sitting down right now, but how tall do I look to y'all? I'm gonna give y'all a little time to think about it. I am 5'10". So whenever I see people or meet people for the first time, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so tall. And I'm like, really? But y'all, when I was younger, I absolutely hated being tall because when you're young, you never like the thing that makes you stand out from everybody else. So I was always the tallest girl in the class. Many times I was the tallest person in the class. And then like by the time we got to high school, there were like 2 or 3 guys that were finally taller than me. But now I love being tall. The only thing I don't like about being tall is if I find an outfit or a pair of pants that I really, really like and they don't sell it in a tall, or they have like a 32-inch inseam. 35 inches and up. I feel like every pair of pants, every pair of slacks, every pair of trousers, every pair of jeans should give you the option for tall jeans. 35-inch inseam. Heard? Got it? Good. I'm watching. Question number 4. What was your dream job as a kid? Y'all, y'all, I wanted to be an accountant. I was going to be an accountant and I was going to have my 2.5 kids, a dog, and a white picket fence. Like that was literally the vision for my life. Am I an accountant? Absolutely not. I hate accounting. And I did major in business administration, but I initially had a concentration in accounting. The first 2 classes, I got by. I made B's, but that should have been a sign. In your lower level collegiate classes of your major, if you're already making B's, that may not be a good sign because you know what? I'm lying. I made an A- in the very first accounting class. Okay? And then I made a B in the other one. I think that was like a B-. I kid you not. Oh, because we had this project where it was like a semester long project where we pretty much had to keep a balance sheet, and we had to keep a journal, and my journal was never balanced. It just never was. And it was so irritating. And I was like, if I never see a ledger, if I never see a cash flow analysis or cash flow spreadsheet, if I never see a balance sheet ever again, I think I'll be okay. So I do still work in finance. I actually work in wealth management, but it is a very far cry from accounting. I hate accounting. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, let's go to the next question. How would you rate your childhood on a scale from 1 to 10? I would rate my childhood about a 9. My childhood was lit. Let me tell you, I came up in the 90s. The 90s were so fun. You could get on your bike and just go, I wouldn't say for miles, but you would be, by the time you looked up, you were very far away from home. And I'm like, I would never let my child go that far away from home and not check in. Like, I don't know, but the 90s were so much fun. We did not have cell phones. We had TVs. That was really the only electronics. And then, we had like our gaming consoles, Super Nintendo, Sega, Nintendo 64, and the PlayStation came out. I had all of them. I think I stopped at the PlayStation. After that, I was just no longer into gaming consoles. I did have a Game Boy. I had a lime green Game Boy. It was so cute. Yeah, like I have siblings, but they're much younger than me. So I pretty much grew up an only child. I got anything I wanted. My childhood was lit. I had a birthday party every single year because my mom was extra like that. Yeah, it was good. Now things changed when those other 2 came along, but my childhood was lit. Like, yeah, we had a ball. Question number 7, country or the city? Definitely the country, but I do think I want to live in the city one more time. I used to live in the city, y'all. I used to have a loft. My loft was so cute. It was so bomb. Oh, I loved that loft. But I think I want to live in a high rise. I thought I was done with city life, but I think I'm willing to give it like one more try. But when I'm married and I have kids, I want to live in the country. I want to be in the suburb of a really large metropolis. That would be perfect for me. And then I want to live somewhere where we got a whole bunch of land. I want a horse. maybe like a duck. I don't necessarily know if I want chickens. Maybe. That just sounds like a bunch of responsibility. But I want a horse and a duck. Does this sound crazy? If it does, I do not care. But I love the country, y'all. It's just something about the country air. And like a lot of times having to drive like 30 minutes outside of the city, it's really not that bad. Like growing up, I was like, oh my God, I would never live in the country. I'm definitely living in the country, absolutely. Question number 8, mountains or the beach? If you asked me as a kid, and really a couple years ago, I would say the beach, hands down. I am a summer baby. I like it when it's hot, but now that I'm getting older, I appreciate the mountains. Have y'all ever been to the mountains and like you can tell when the air just switches? It's like you're no longer in the city. This is like mountain, crisp, clean air. There's no pollution air, like, oh, and then like it's kind of cool, but it's not quite cold. Oh my God. Nothing better. Like I thoroughly enjoy being in the mountains, but you know, I like being by the water too, for sure. Question number 9. What is a random fact about you? When I tell y'all this, y'all better not stereotype me. I cannot swim. I can feel the judgment. There is a reason why I can no longer swim. So growing up, I used to go to the Y after school, and then I would go to the Y in the summers. So we had an indoor pool there. We would swim like all year round. You know, in the winter, all you gotta do is put a swim cap on. And I was a really good swimmer. Like I was an avid swimmer. Like jumping in, hey, let's go down to 12 feet and let's see who can come back up the quickest. Now that I think about it, that was scary. That was very scary times, but I wasn't no punk. So if you dared me, I was gonna do it. Like I was such a tomboy as a kid. But what had happened was we went on a trip to Wilmington Beach, and the people that we were with, they did not tell us that Wilmington Beach and really all of the beaches along the North Carolina coast were known for having very strong rip tides. You already know where the story is going. Before that trip, I did not know what a rip current was, and I almost drowned. A girl, she was like standing 10 feet away from me. I'm like, please grab my hand. I had that much strength left. And I like hoisted myself out of the water, and she like pulled my hand because she was looking at me like I was crazy. They were 10 feet away from me and they were playing water volleyball. And I guess when I got like right next to her, she was like, oh, she's serious. Y'all, so I'm standing next to her. I'm trying to catch my breath. I'm trying to catch my bearings because I've gone under the water. Like I was under the water for a couple of seconds, and I'm like trying to get my strength and like, you know, like, I don't know, you're like hurting yourself out of the water, because what happens with the rip currents is you can't swim against them. You can only swim with them. But me thinking, oh, I'm a really strong swimmer. And you know how kids do. Like we were way out there. We were entirely too far. But my mom, she wasn't worried about me because her baby knows how to swim, right? So I'm standing next to the girl. She's pulled my arm. I'm catching my bearings. I look over. My friend Sinead is literally, this is the water. She's going underneath, and all I see, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta save her. I cannot leave her there. So I like, it was like another hearse, like, is that the right word? Thrust. Thrust is the word that I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, y'all. And normally I'm like a wordsmith. I'm really big on words. Hearst, Asacia? Hearst. Oh my gosh, I'm so disappointed in myself. Y'all, I was saying Hearst. I was trying to say thrust. I was thrusting myself out of the water. I'm so embarrassed. Not really, but it is kind of embarrassing. So I see my friend, she's going under the water. Like, blue, 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 blue. I'm like, I can't leave her here. Like if I leave her here, I'm not gonna be able to live with myself. So I think it was adrenaline. I thrusted myself over to where she was, and I'm like, get on my back. And like one of our other friends, Ashley, she was like right behind her, and Sinead had her hand. And I got some strength from somewhere, I don't know. And the girl who like originally saved me, she's just looking like, what the freak is going on? Because I kid you not, they were like 10 feet away from us. and they were fine. It was the rip current was not there. Y'all, I haven't been in deep water since. Like, I'll go to the beach and I will, let the water come up to like almost my waist. We ain't going higher than that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's like a mental thing. I'm not afraid of water in the sense of, like, I know somebody who doesn't even take showers. Now, they take baths. Like, they'll wash their tail, but they don't take showers because they don't want the water, like, on them. Like, to them, it feels like they're drowning. I'll get in the pool. I'm not getting in the deep end, but, like, I can't put my face in the water. Your girl has been traumatized. So, random fact about me. I cannot swim. And I can swim. Let me clarify. My body still knows how to swim. Am I putting my face in that water? Absolutely not. It's something about knowing you almost died. And the water, like, the ocean is so vast. No. No. I mean, I hope that I can figure out how to get over this someday, but today is not that day. It's not. So no, I'm not a stereotypical Black person that does not know how to swim. I was traumatized. That's why I don't know how to swim. But anyway, we are on our last question. Question number 10. What are your favorite values in friends? What are the attributes that you value in a friend? Me, I value authenticity. If you can be real with yourself, you can be real with me. I appreciate sincerity. I appreciate uniqueness, especially if you appreciate and can see your own uniqueness. You know what I mean? It's like, we don't all have to be the same. A good sense of humor, for surely. We gotta have our own little inside jokes. And this last one that I'm gonna say, I can honestly, truly say that the few people that I call my friends embody this, mind, body, and soul. I need people that are gonna show up for me, because me, I don't ask for much. Honestly, I'm very self-sufficient in the sense of I probably should be asking for more support from my friends, but growing up an only child is just like, I got it. Like, I'm not looking for validation, but when I do ask for help, when I do ask for support, I expect you to show up, for real. And baby, my friends, baby, it's ridiculous. They show up and they show out, and they're so caring and genuine, and I wish that for everybody. I really do. And it's so refreshing to have people in your life that treat you the way that you treat other people. Nothing compares. But those are the 10 questions from this Get to Know Me tag. If you try this, let me know in the comments. What are some other good questions that you think you would want to know about your favorite YouTuber or a YouTuber that you're getting to know? Put it down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. I got a couple more sets of questions for you, so that get real good. I'm about to sign off. My name is Stacia. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. If you have not already subscribed, and if you don't want to miss out on the next video, what do you think you need to do? You need to subscribe. And you need to turn on the notification bell. Okay? Got it? Good. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.